Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and this is Jeffree Star Stamper. We are doing our tutorial of the Thirsty palette by Jeffree Star. Whoa, let's try that again. There we go. And I just thought that Jeffree, my Jeffree, should come on and say, hey everybody. Say, hey everybody, what's going on? What you doing? So, without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to let him go play. I'm sure he's actually thirsty. So, today I'm going to do a tutorial with, let's try that one more time, the Thirsty palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. If you guys are watching this, you might have already seen my review, my unboxing, where I showed you guys everything that I got. So, if you haven't, I will try to link a card up here somewhere. An eye will appear, and that will be, it's like a bubble kind of. If you click on that, it will, you know, take you to the video maybe. If not, it'll come at the end. So this is what we're working with. This is the palette right here. It is gorgeous. I can't wait to use it. I can't wait to see how they perform on the eyes. So I'm very excited, and let's get started. So I'm going to put on my eyeshadow primer, which is the MAC paint stick in white. I want to give the shadows the best chance for me, which would be using a sticky pigmented base. I'm just going to blend it out with my Real Techniques sponge. I usually have a dry sponge on hand to just blend out the eyeshadow primer, because I don't like blending out my eyeshadow primer with a wet sponge. Okay. So, my hair out of my face. I already moisturized my face. I'm going to put on a primer. I'm going to use the Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Primer today. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on so that it has time to sink into my skin while we do the rest of my makeup. And I'm just going to put it in the T-zone, because for me that's where it's the most important. I don't tend to get oily on the parameters of my face, and I don't tend to lose foundation on the parameters of my face. So I just put it right in the center. Okie doke. So I'm going to go in with a Makeup Geek brush today. This is the pointed crease brush. And I'm going to open up this palette. I'm going to get rid of this plastic sleeve. And I'm just going to set it over here so I can easily access it. And I'm going to put on some tape. I haven't decided exactly what I want to do yet. I just know that I don't want to do the typical look that I've seen done with it so far. I might at some point do one of those looks, but I kind of want to do something just a little bit different. So I'm going to go in with Taste Buds first, which is this shade right here, the lighter of the peachy shades. There's literally no fallout in the pan, so that's pretty impressive. And I'm going to go in to the crease with that. And I'm going to try to stay below the brow bone. It's a pretty color. It's just a peachy vibe. I'm just going to build it up a little bit. So how are you guys doing today? I'm so excited to finally get a chance to use this palette. Now I'm going into Bitch. It has a lot of eyes. And I'm going to put that in the outer half, a little bit into the crease. I feel like out of all of the releases that I got from Jeffree Star, I feel like this one took the longest to get to me. I'm sure it's because it was in high demand, but even like the, oh my gosh, I haven't even done anything on that eye. What is wrong with me today? Okay, let's fix that. So even with the blood sugar palette, I didn't feel as though it took that long, and that palette sold out in 10 minutes. And it didn't take that long for it to get to me, so I don't know. I mean, I've had this in my possession for a little bit, but I had a few collabs that I did. I had a 4th of July collab and look, so it was kind of like there were other videos that I had to get done first, so but I would still say it took quite a while for it to get to me. And I know some other people that had the same thing happen. Which is fine. It's just not what I'm used to, I guess, from his company. But it was worth the wait, you guys, because it's beautiful. And when it first came out, I was not as excited as some people at first, because I used to not like orange or yellow eyeshadow, and I feel like lately it's really grown on me. So gosh, that's so beautiful. Isn't that so beautiful? You probably won't hear Sophie snoring in the background today. She's not in the room with me. She's in the living room. But yeah, so I wasn't as excited at first, but then when I started to see swatches, I started to see looks with it, I got so excited. And now I'm really excited. Let me know down below if you picked it up, or if you plan on picking it up, or if you want to pick it up. Any of the above. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the shade Parched, which is like the lightest shade in the palette. It's just like a cream color. And I'm just going to put that on the brow bone. And blend it out. Kind of mix it in with the, what is it called? Taste Buds shade. Okay. So that's really pretty so far. I'm gonna take a little bit of a bigger brush. I'm gonna take the Morphe. Is this an E or an F? I don't know. E or F17. It's like part of it's worn away. And I'm going to go into Bitch again. I don't even know how to say that. Like, and just kind of blend that a little bit more. So I've been looking on Instagram at some accounts. And there's one account, which I will link in the video that probably one of the next videos I do, I'm going to try to do a look inspired by this girl. I'm in no way, shape, or form going to get it anywhere near to what she has, but she is so freaking talented. She does mainly cut creases, and oh my goodness, so pretty. So pretty. I was looking at Instagram for like 2 seconds, and then I just like got lost looking at her account for hours. And I would say her name right now, but I don't remember what it was. It's either Tiffany or Tiffany. I forget. But if I recreate one of her looks, I will definitely link it. I'm going to go in with just a little bit of this shade called Stroke right here, which is like a brown shade. But it's like a reddish brown. I'm just gonna try to deepen it up just a little bit. I do wish this palette had a shade that was a little bit darker in it. I mean, it has like Drizzle, which is like a chocolate brown, but I don't know. Okay. So now I'm gonna take the NYX glitter glue on my finger. I'm gonna warm it up and rub it in. And then I'm gonna put it on the lid. I'm just gonna kind of swipe it and tap it. Until it gets tacky. Okay. And then I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna use that same crease brush because it's very densely packed and I think it'll work really well with the metallic shades. And I think I want to go in with, let me see. Okay, there's that one. I don't know which one I want to go in with. I think I'm going to go in with Plunge, which is this shade right here. I'm going to put a little bit on my finger and kind of tap it in. Wow, that's crazy. It's literally like metal on your eyes. All right, let's go in with the brush. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love this formula. And it's almost like glitter, but it's not. It has almost zero fallout from me in the pan, which is freaking crazy. I don't know if that's going to show up as metallic on camera, but it is so metallic. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Filthy Rich, which is like the light golden shade, and just kind of put a little bit of that just in the inner corner and see if it lightens it up a little bit. No, it did. These metallic shades are everything. So pretty. I hope he makes more of these metallic shades in different colors, like maybe some blue, purple, pink, every color under the sun, really, because they are so incredibly pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Beach again and just kind of blend that together. I want it to be really peachy orange, and I feel like that one color Stroke kind of took a little bit of that away. So So yeah, in my other video I show you guys everything I got in the collection, and it'll probably go up before this video. Or not probably, it will. Okay, so we're done with the upper. Now I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I'm just gonna put that on my face. I just got some on my dress. This is a dress, by the way. It's a pink, a hot pink, like, I think it's called a skater dress, and it's by, I mean, not it's by, I got it at Torrid, but it's, it has pineapples on it. So I thought it would be cute for a summer launch. So I'm gonna go with my Sonia Kashuk sponge, which I did wash, but it is stained, as you guys know. And I will be getting some new ones because they are on their last legs. I just like to replace them maybe like once every 2 months. Since I do my makeup so often, it's a good idea. I'm kind of swiping it next to my eye so that it kind of just, usually I wipe away the fallout. This one hardly had any fallout, like not even kidding. As you can see, I didn't really wipe anything away. And what I did have, I could just kind of swipe it with my sponge, which left a nice sharp edge, which I like. I wish all eyeshadows were that way, because then I wouldn't have to clean it up. Because I feel like when I clean it up, it's like I go a little bit over here, a little bit over there, and then before you know it, the eyeshadow is like gone from certain places. Okie doke. I'm gonna take my Shape Tape, which I don't have much left of, but I have enough. And I'm in the shade Fair Neutral, I think. Yep. This is a full coverage concealer. And I'm just using up what I have left. I don't think I'll repurchase it, but I'm not sure. I mean, I love it. But it was $24 and now it's $27. And I feel like the Makeup Revolution concealer is pretty much a dupe for it, and it's $7. So I just can't justify the price. I would say the Shape Tape is a little bit more full coverage, but I don't know that I really need that myself, so I don't know. I keep going back and forth. Okay. I just can't believe that there was like almost zero fallout. And if I show you the pan, like literally if I show you the pan, it's like hardly any fallout whatsoever. And that was like an ultra metallic eyeshadow. Okay. We're gonna go into our Peach Perfect Too Faced powder. And I'm just gonna dump some of that into the lid. Like to knock it into the lid and then dip my sponge into the powder that I put in the lid. I go back and forth between this powder and the Too Faced powder. For a while I was considering buying the Hourglass powder. Lots of people say it's really good, and I'm sure it is, but I'm also sure that it's like $50, and my Maybelline powder is like $5, so I don't know. It's kind of hard to, because the Maybelline powder is the best I think I've ever used, high-end or drugstore. Though I really like this peach powder. Okay. Now that we are set, we can go back into the Thirsty palette. I think I'll take this tiny, why did I just do that? I'm going to take this tiny Morphe brush. It's an E36. It's a little tiny smudge brush. And I'm going to go back. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. I need a liner. Just set this aside. I think I saw it in here. Yep. Okay, sorry about that. So, focus. Okay. So I'm going into the OCC Cosmetics liner. It's called Grandma. If I can get it open. So it's like a corally orange. And these can be used as lip liners or eyeliners. Not that it matters, because I think OCC Cosmetics is gone out of business for good. Which makes me really sad. But I'm just putting that orange into my waterline and a little bit on my lower lash line. That. And then I'm going to take this brush and blend it out. With, bitch. I'm just going to say it. Which is probably my favorite shade in the palette. It's just so pretty. Huh. Okay. So apparently when I blended out my concealer, I removed a little bit of the pigment. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to take my Juvia's Place Tricolored brush, and I'm going to go into my Butter Bronzer. What's going on? This one, the bronzer, the darker bronzer shade. I'm just going to do a little bit right here. Just warm up my face a little so I'm not so pasty white. I like this bronzer because it's not full on pigment like right away. You can like blend it in or blend it out, and it's buildable. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. I'm gonna take my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and do that really quick because I feel like I look weird without any mascara on. And I will do a bunch of looks, like I said, with this palette. So I'll probably do like a look with the blues, which I think most people expected me to try first. I will definitely incorporate that yellow into a look. I'd like to mix the blue and the yellows together to make green. I think that would be cool. Maybe it's nice that there isn't a darker shade, because it helps you keep it nice and bright, right? Okay, now we need highlighter, so I'm going to use my Ofra EverGlow highlighter from Nikkie Tutorials and the Ofra collab. And I'm going to spray my face first with my rose water. Take away any cakiness. I'm just dipping into the 2 lightest shades. Oh my gosh, that is so blinding. I always forget, like I used this yesterday for my Whatever Happened to That Palette Wednesday video. And I'd forgotten how much I love Ofra highlighters because I hadn't used it in a while, and it's so freaking blinding. Makes me look like Rudolph. Tone that nose down just a bit, and the forehead. Okay. And I feel like they just blend really well, so it doesn't look like you have a streak on your face. Like, it actually blends into everything. And I'm going to go into my Butter Bronzer palette as I drop a brush. And I'm going to grab this Sephora brush here. I don't even know which one this is. The 56, apparently. And I'm just going to use the blush. It's called Blush in Vintage Rouge. Jeffree, what you doing? And it's the one from the Butter Bronzer palette. I always forget that these aren't that pigmented. I mean, I am digging in, and it's like just starting to have some pigment. Okay, that's right. It's good to have a natural, you know, blush every now and then. I kind of blend that. Okay. Oh, and I'm gonna do this. Okay. All right. Just washed my hair, so it's like very floofy. All right, so I'm gonna go into my box from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I'm gonna grab one of the liquid lipsticks. Gosh, I don't know which one I want to do. I have Cherry Wet, Thirst Trap, and Huntington Beach, as you guys know if you've seen the previous video. I think today I'm gonna do Thirst Trap, just because I think I want to. I want to, and we'll see how I like it on the lips, because I have swatched these and looked at them, but I haven't actually put them on my lips. Huh. This is very metallic. It's very light. I think I could probably wear a lip liner with this one. I left the foundation on my lips to kind of give it that, like to kind of give it the benefit of the doubt, just because I wanted it to, let me sharpen this. I'm going to use that Grandma pencil once I sharpen it. And I'm just going to line the outer edges. I left the foundation on so that I could give it the most pigment. You guys normally know I take that off. Just, you know, feather it in a little. I think it looks good with this pencil. Okay, let me spray my face with, not that, this Rimmel Stay Matte setting spray. Alright, so this is the final look. I really like how it turned out. I will post close-ups on my Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to enter my giveaway. We have about 3 days left, so good luck, you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye, guys.